Okay, in this video I'm going to give you a little bit of help in getting started with your homework. This is in chapter 8, and this is some of the work you have to do on page 65 and page 66. So let's take a look. The first part is something very similar to what we already did with the check your understanding homework. So you just have to try to do some of this on your own. Let's just see. For each example, identify the key. They're all in minor keys, so whatever the key signature is, make sure you identify the correct minor key. Then fill in the alto and tenor voices for the 5 chord, because I've given you only 2 voices. And then you have to go ahead and voice lead. Remember, because these are all involving that very special situation where 5 goes to 6 in a minor key, you're going to be doubling the third in each one. It's a rather unusual situation, but you have to learn how to do it, and this will help you with that. So let's go ahead and just identify the key first. 2 flats, so you know that's G minor. Use a lowercase g. 6 sharps. Now that's the key of F sharp major or the key of D sharp minor. And I'll let you go ahead and fill out the rest of the keys in that example. By the way, I've only shown you the first 4. Your homework actually involves the first 8 on this page. Okay, so let's take a look at the key of G minor. Always work with a piece of scrap paper and 2 flats, just so that you get the chords right. This is G, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, there's G, there's the 5 chord. Raise the leading tone because we're in a minor key, and the 6th chord would be 1 higher. So remember, on the 6th chord, we're going to be doubling the third out of those 3 notes, and I made a boo-boo. So I'm going to do this again. I'll just keep going here. Okay, so we're going to use a piece of scrap paper, as always, to help us out with these things. So I'm in the key of G minor. And I'm going to go ahead and find the 5 chord, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Remember to raise the leading tone. And then the 6th chord will be 1 higher. And those are my notes, and we're going to remember to double the third of this chord. So let's go ahead and first fill this one in. We need an F sharp. I can put it here. And we need to double the bass. So we can put the D right here. Now you could probably have voiced this differently too. You could have put the D down here. The D could have gone here in this area, and then the F sharp for the tenor could have gone here. That would have worked as well. That would have been an open voicing. So it's not telling you. You could do either one and still get the right answer. So 5 goes to 6. So let's go ahead and let the bass come up. Let's do the doubled pitch first. So we need to have 2 G's. Right? That's a G. So let's let the A come down to G. That would be a good, that's really close. Now where are we going to find that other G? This would have to come way down. That's too far. But look, the F sharp, that can go to a G. That's okay. You can have 2 voices on the same pitch. There's actually nothing wrong with that. So we've doubled the G. The only thing we haven't done yet is put the B flat. So let's go ahead and put the B flat right here. If you need to write the names of the notes that you're trying to write, go ahead and write them up here. So notice I've got E flat, I've got G twice because this is this unusual situation, and I've got a B flat. And that's how you do that one. Okay, this is on page 66, exercise 8.2. And now you've got really a variety of different secondary chords that you're trying to write. And you're going to have to employ all of the different methods of root tone motion to get these correct. I'm not specifying anymore exactly whether you should be in close or open spacing. So you can freely move between those 2 different kinds of spacing depending on what the voice leading seems to dictate. So let's go ahead and try it. We're in the key of C minor. And again, you need to know what the notes of all those chords are. So I would suggest you make yourself a chart By the way, after you've made these charts in different keys, you might want to just hang on to them, because you can use the same chart, actually the same chart that you made way back in chapter 3, because you've already made charts of all the keys. That was your homework back in week 2, I believe it was. But it's not hard to make a chart. For this one, I'm just going to go up to the 5 chord because there's nothing higher than that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, minor key, C minor. I'm going to put a little M there just to make sure. And remember what we have to do to the 5 chord. B flat will become B natural. So now we're going to go to a 3 chord. The 3 chord is E flat, G, and B flat. This is root tone motion by the 3rd, right? You see the 3rd from C to E flat. So we should be looking for 2 common tones. The 1 chord is C, E flat, and G. Notice they both have, they both have an E flat and a G. So let's use E flat as the common tone. Let's use G as the common tone. So now I've got E flat, I've got it there twice, I've got the G, and now all I need is a B flat. And there you go. Next, I'm going to a 4 chord, which is F, A flat, C. Getting it from my chart. This is root tone motion by the 2nd. This is going up a 2nd. So to remember what you should do, hope you remember, all the upper voices should move in contrary motion to the bass. So let the G move down to one of these, and it gets to an F, which is good because I need 2 Fs. Remember, I double the bass. Let this move down, and there I get to A flat. So that's good. Now 4 goes to 5. That is root tone motion by the 2nd again. So if possible, you're going to move the upper voices contrary to the bass. So this 5 chord is G, B, D. There's the B. This moving down would get to D. And this moving down would get to G. Notice I've got 2 voices on the same G, and I do need 2 G's because I need to double the bass. And remember, there's nothing wrong with doing that, putting 2 voices on the same. So I think you're in a good position to try to do the rest of these in this area.